So let us see what is coordinate geometry which you learned in 9th standard. We studied two perpendicular lines. One we consider as horizontal line and other is considered as vertical line. Divides a plane into four parts. Each is called a quadrant. This is quadrant 1. Here all quadrant 1 up to infinity. Similarly, this is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, anti-clockwise direction. Horizontal line is called x-axis or x-x dash, which you learned, and vertical line is called the y-axis, that is y dash, and the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called the origin. In this plane, a point is always of the form a comma b, means there are two coordinates that we will see in the notes. In the first quadrant, both the points x and y both will be positive, 9th standard learned. Second quadrant, x negative, y positive. Third quadrant, both of them are negative, means x and y both are negative. And in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. Now let's see some of the observations here written. This plane is called xy plane or coordinate plane. Means plane containing x-axis and y-axis is called xy plane. Second, point on xy plane is of the form a comma b, where a is called x coordinate or abscissa. Similarly, b is called y coordinate or ordinate. A is x coordinate and b is y coordinate. Point on x-axis, if we take any point on x-axis, there y will be 0, which you learned in 9th standard. It is of the form a comma 0, means x can be any number but y always remains 0. Similarly, point on y-axis is of the form 0 comma b, means x will be 0, y can be any number. That is why here I took, you can take anywhere on y-axis, always x will be 0. And y can be any number. Similarly, x-axis can be taken anywhere. X can be any number, but y remains 0. Then if I am taking 2 points in this plane A and B, naming as x1, y1 and x2, y2, then if x1 is equal to x2, means this x1 and x2 are same. Such lines always will be parallel to y-axis. What's the meaning of that? I will tell you in the next section. I will draw a new figure and I will show. Similarly, if y1 is equal to y2, then the line will be, line or line segment will be parallel to x-axis. If a comma b is, means if I am taking a point a comma b, that also I will show in the next figure, then always will be y distance away from, what is this? Sorry, y not modulus, y modulus is written because distance cannot be negative. So modulus a unit away from y-axis and modulus b units away from x-axis. Both of this I will show you in the next figure. Okay, let's see this figure now. I took some examples here. Here you may see I took a point minus 4 comma 3 anywhere in the, actually it is in the second quadrant. Then this distance is from x-axis, the distance is 3 units, and right from y-axis the distance is 4 units. Here we will not use this minus. Minus is because of quadrant. So that is why I wrote here modulus A and modulus B. Modulus means no sign. We need only positive. No negative signs are allowed. Okay. Now then I told you in the previous case, if x1 and x2 are equal, therefore here also 3, here also 3. Then such lines always will be parallel to y-axis. Similarly, if y1 and y2 are equal, you see minus 3 same, then such lines are always parallel to x-axis. This much you learned in 9th standard. Now coming to the 10th standard, this is the first formula you must learn, is distance between any two points. Distance between any two points, A and B. AB equal to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Or you may write the reverse order also. x1 minus means difference between x coordinate and the difference between y coordinate, square it, take the sum and take the square root. Example A and B, formula applied. You may do directly also without applying this formula. You must know the formula, but without applying the formula also you can see 5x1 here 5, x2 here 2. You see both of them having same sign. Same sign must be subtracted and squared. 5 minus 2, 3. 3 square is written. And similarly different sign must be add and square. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 square is written, root 58. You may apply the same formula, you will get the same result. Here also apply the same C and D. Different sign add and square, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 square. Here also different sign add and square, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 square, 25. Total root 61. Similarly, here also you see 1 and 1 same, so first thing will go 0 and 5 square that is 25, root 25 that is equal to 5. So, two types of important question from a distance formula is used here. One is the question is like this: if Pxy is equidistant from 2 points A and B, A phi 1 and B minus 1, then show that a 3x is equal to 2, 1. Equidistance means the distance from P to A and P to B are equal. That is why it is written AP equal to BP. I squared both sides, otherwise the distance formula square root will come. That is why I squared both sides. So that is why there is no square root, directly written x minus pi the whole square, x and pi, x minus pi different same sign, so subtracted and squared, y and 1 same sign, subtracted and squared. Similarly here also x and minus 1 having different sign, added and squared, so same sign, subtracted and squared. Open the bracket, a minus b the whole square and a plus b the whole square, you will get 3x is equal to 2y. That is one of the important type of question. Lot of question can be asked from here. Maybe asked find the relation between x and y. Same question. That is 3x is equal to 2y. It's always a straight line. If such questions is coming, so always a straight line. Then second question is find a point on x-axis, maybe on y-axis also, which is equidistant from A and B. A is 6, 5 and B is minus 4, 3. The same method I applied, but x-axis point is always A, 0. Here xy was given, so here x-axis is given, so I took it as A, 0, be a point on x-axis. So same method applied. This point is equal distance from A and B, means P equal to PB. I squared, apply the formula, same method was I applied there. Simplify, we get A equal to 13 by 5, this A equal to 13 by 5. So the point is 13 by 5, 0, because x-axis point is there. The same question if we are taking on y-axis, so we took it as P0, B. On y-axis, you apply the same method, you will get 0, 9. I wrote it directly, you just check it, 0, 9 will be the point on y-axis. These two types of questions are very important from a distance formula. Let us see some other questions. Not too much important for board exam, but maybe coming in the school exams. Now, 3 points are collinear. Collinear means they lie in the same line. A, B, C lie in the same line. To prove that they're collinear, we find out the 3 distances A, B, B, C and AC. And you may see that if they were collinear, if we are adding any of the 2, you will get the third one. Here you see AB I got 5, BC also 5, AC is 10. So you may see that AC equal to AB plus BC. So we can say the lines are collinear. If they are not collinear, then you cannot add and get the third. Now similarly, triangle is equilateral, prove it equilateral, prove it isosceles, all that you will see by this distance formula method, and you can see. There is an alternate method of collinear, importance of collinear. If you are taking the ratio, suppose this is x1, y1 and x2, y2, x3, y3, I took it as 3 points. Then you may see that the ratios y2 minus y1, you may see that 2 plus 1 divided by x2 minus x1, 5 minus 1, you will see minus 3 by 4. Similarly, if I am taking this one and this one, 5 minus 2, that is 3 divided by 9 minus 5. 5 minus 2 divided by 9 minus 5. Some problem is coming. y2 minus 1. y2 minus y1, 9 minus 5. Minus 3 by 4 is coming on not check it. So you will get it. The alternate by last also you will see ratio. But you will not use it in these type of problems. You will use this form in this type of problems, this ratio. Very simple. So means here if you want to show that you will apply this method only, you will not apply this ratio method. But if such questions are coming collinear, then find a value of a particular number, then you see that this ratio will help you a lot. We will see 1 minus 5 upon k minus 1 will be equal to 11 minus 1 upon 4 minus k, will be also equal to 11 minus 5 upon 4 minus 1. If we are simplifying, these three are equal. So I took the first one and last one because these two contains k, the first one and last one not contains k. So I equated the first and last. So you will get k is equal to minus 1. Such questions you will apply this ratio method. Show that type of questions you apply distance formula method. So there is a section formula. So what is section formula? First of all, we will see if 2 points on a line are given, A and B are 2 points on a line. If you want to find out a C in between A and B, which divides AB in the ratio m is to n, means AC is to BC is given as m ratio n. Then how can you find out this C? Very simple. The first number multiply with the second coordinate and second ratio number multiply the first coordinate. That is right here. mx2 plus nx1 upon n plus n. Similarly, my2 plus ny1 divided by n plus n. Reverse order multiply. Then here I took a C is the, if in this case suppose C is the midpoint of this A and B, then the ratio will be considered as 1 is to 1. So the formula directly we can apply, no m1, m and n, only 1 are there. That is why x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Both m and n are 1. So midpoint formula directly you can get calculated. X coordinate are divided by 2, y coordinate are divided by 2. That's the midpoint. Example C is the divide. C divides the line joining this A and B in the ratio 1 is to 2. Then 1 and 2 I am writing in the reverse order. 1 I multiply with B and 2 I multiply with A. 1 into minus 1, 2 into 2, 4 divided by 3. Similarly, 1 into 2, 2 into 1, 2 plus 2 by 3. Ulta multiply. Coordinates look reverse order multiply. You will get 1, 3. Similarly, if in this case C is the midpoint of AB, then very simple to calculate 2 minus 1. Both x coordinate are divided by 2, 2 minus 1 by 2. Both y coordinate are divided by 1 plus 2 by 2. That is 1 by 2, 3 by 2. I took a same example and ratio changes to 2 is to 1. That is written here. If C is last case, if C divides 2 is to 1, then 2 multiplied with B and 1 multiplied with A. That is 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 1 into 2 divided by 3. Similarly, 2 multiplied by 2, 4, 1 into 1, 1 divided by 3, which is 0, 5 by 2. Okay, one or two important question from here also I took. Find the ratio. One of the important question from here is find the ratio which divides x-axis or y-axis. So here I took find the ratio in which x-axis divides this line joining these 2 points. Or find the ratio whenever is coming, we will take the ratio as k is to 1. So we will find out the point when I am finding k is to 1. So 2k minus 3 upon k plus 1, section formula apply. And similarly minus k plus 4 upon k plus 1. This will be equal to a equal to a comma 0 because x-axis point is a comma 0. Here 0 is equal to the second point will be equal to this. First point I cannot equate. So that is why 0 is equal to this. You will get k is equal to 4. Ratio is 4 is to 1. And if we are using this value of k here in the first point, you will get 4 into 2, 8 minus 3 upon that is 5 upon 5. You will get 1 comma 0. Similarly, if you are taking on y-axis, what will come here? I have to take 0 comma p. So means first point will be equal to 0. This first point will be equal to 0. We will get k is equal to 3 by 2. Ratio is 3 is to 2. If I am using this k in the second here, so we will get 0 comma 1. Put it here and see 0 comma 1 will come. Similarly, find the ratio in which this line divides the line given. Same method. You will find out the ratio is k is to 1 and you will get the point corresponding to that 2k plus 1 upon k plus 1, 7k plus 3 upon k plus 1. This you took it as x and this you took it as y. This is x and this is y. Substitute here x and y. X in the place of x you put this one, y you put this one. Simplify. You will get ratio as 3 is to 4. Ratio is k equal to 3 by 4 means ratio is 3 is to 4. If you want to find out what is that point, this k you put in this places, you will get that point. If you want a point of intersection. So that's all about coordinate geometry. Rest of the questions you refer the notebooks.